Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day 3. It is 7:20 in the morning. Both my hubby and son have now gone to work and I'm continuing with Operation Christmas. I have got another Christmas t-shirt on. I did get this one from Amazon. I bought it last year and it was actually one of the probably only full price items I actually brought in quite a while, especially at Christmas time, and it was £10 including post and packaging, but I had to have Christmas and an owl. So I am in the main bedroom. I'm hoping it's going to be light enough. I've got 3 lights on at the moment. I have got my ceiling fan light on and both of the lights there, including my reading lamp, because I am putting the main bedroom Christmas tree up, and that's the decorations. I love this bag. This bag says, "Dear Santa, I've been very, very, very good most of the time." And I want to point out I have actually included a few photographs of my boxes that we put in the games room last night. Normally on day 1 I've pretty much at least got the trees up, so all the boxes go up in the loft, but I did fall behind, and by the time evening come we were all tired and we just sat down and watched some movies, plus my family like watching Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen and that sort of thing. So we had a bit of family time last night, just watching a bit of TV, and believe it or not, I didn't do any crafting. So I had to take photographs because I couldn't get to the curtains to open up, although it's still fairly dark. And I have said this, especially the low energy bulbs and everything, they're not that bright, are they? And I haven't bought any proper lighting for videoing, so it's just making do with what I've got. So I know I keep excusing the fact about the lighting, and I hope you just bear with it. So I'm hoping this is going to be light enough, and I will show you the process of tree number 2. Hubby did say, am I putting all the decorations up? He says, I'm not going to say, again, one of our favourite sayings, use it or lose it, because he's afraid everything will come out. I'm going to see how it goes. We have got a few new bits and pieces around the home and decor pieces that I don't normally put away, so I'm having to work around that. I will be changing my bedding to another Christmas bit, and I do have a Christmas owl fleece blanket also to go on the bed. So I'm just going to get the tree out the box, and then I'll show you how I have organised the main bedroom decorations. As I said, I've just got this out of my bedroom box. As you can see, these are the boxes. I've got them all stored in the games room because I didn't have time to put them all up yesterday. It is a bit like a jigsaw, as I said, and I do keep most of the boxes where I can, as long as I can, so everything goes back and is protected. There is a few new bits and pieces amongst some of my old decor, and it's just a matter of now fitting it all in. And as you can see, most of the trees are labelled up, and sometimes with the year I bought them. Right, so this is how I've organised the decoration pieces for our main bedroom. I had this wicker compartment tray. It used to be, when we had, well, quite a few years ago, another coffee table, and it had like the shelf underneath. We used to have this underneath, and it used to have bits and pieces like remote controls and like that. But when we went into and just got a smaller coffee table, which is the black ones we've got, this was non-void, so I reused it, or repurposed it to store my decorations for the main tree. And I'm just going to scoot over and show you how I've done it. This was actually a gift from a dear friend, and this was from Next. And everybody knows how I like owls. I think I've got quite a few owls. I keep looking out for owls because this tree has an owl theme. I also got this one. This was a few years old now. I believe this one came from Asda. And yeah, a little DIY. This is when I couldn't get any of the trucks with the tree. And the last year, and especially this year, I've seen them everywhere. So that was my sort of little mini DIY at the time, because I couldn't find the red trucks that I kept seeing on merchandise from America and Canada. So that, I don't really need that. I've got my blocks. I will show you where everything goes. It's just a very good way of organising it, especially for our small bedroom tree. And I've got these. These I bought, I believe, from Tesco's. And sometimes this is what I mean. One year they reduced all their bits to like 10p each. So I got a selection of these reindeer. Because again, I like wood. So I bought a wood element in. This is the sort of thing I use for filling out the tree if I haven't got enough decorations. Now, believe it or not, I think these must be 30 years old, because our first tree was like 1999 and it wasn't very bushy, and we did it all in gold. That's all we had up. We'd got married in the May, and we obviously Christmas that year was very financially strict, because we hadn't at that time, well, leading up to that time, had to buy a freezer. We mainly only just had the bare necessities in our home, because obviously we had to put some money down on the property. And I do have some green baubles here, and I've got these. Now, I am not 100% sure really where they came from. And I got these. Now, these came from Wilko's, and these were 20p each. So I've got 4 of those. And this, you can see why this was, I believe this was an Asda one. I've actually got a cushion very similar to this, that will go on the bed. And another friend made me this. Isn't that beautiful? The work's gone into that. I did say, well, she found out I loved owls, and then I've got 3 of these that I just actually place in the tree. This was one of the items I got free with a magazine. Again, I reckon these are about 10-15 years old. I haven't actually bought a magazine, to my knowledge, in years, since I was made redundant. The only magazine I will say is, leading up now, I do get the TV guide for over Christmas, because the guys have time off, and we highlight, that's something else I will go through when I get the magazine. We highlight the shows, and then we can program it into the TV. It just solves everybody's interest in programs, so that they don't tend to argue, but we don't miss anything, and we incorporate everybody's views on what they're watching. There's certain things that they do show each year that definitely get programmed into our TV. A little bit of rant there. Let me get on. And there's the tree I've opened up. These boxes are getting old now. And as you might have noticed, new for 2003. Main bedroom, but they are getting, and I do take them down each year as well. So some of the trees I might try and get one of those deeper flat boxes if they will go up in the loft. Say it's not very wide, so anything has to be measured to make sure it goes up in the loft. Right, I'm going to get on now and I'll show you the process. Christmas tree in our main bedroom, and if, like anybody else, I probably will be tweaking it when I'm sitting on the bed or whatever. The only difference this year is that normally the tree goes over in the corner on my little unit there, but we had the TV here originally and I got rid of all the technology so I could have the tree at the bottom of the bed now. So that meant that I'm trying to balance it all the way around the tree, and like one side, maybe two, weren't actually seen. It now meant that I was trying to even it out a bit. And as I said, I will tweak it, like the beads are hanging a bit low there. But that is number 2 tree up. And I've just got to decorate the little shelves my side of the bed. Right, I finished the shelving. This probably will actually change. I put basically where the decoration bits went last year. So that's the picture from Spain and the picture of our first Christmas. So, and I put this little plaque that I got from Poundland, Winter Wishes and Mistletoe Kisses, which I think goes lovely there. I have got to declutter just here. It's usually bits that I'm using. I do want to alter and put something else there, but I will look back in my boxes. So that's the shelving. So except for changing the Christmas bedding over and maybe a little bit of tweaking, that is the bedroom completed. I do not do too much in the bedroom because usually when you've got the Christmas bedding on, that's enough on the tree. I hope to continue. Now, you might have noticed I didn't put any lights on my tree. That is because in my notebook, as I have actually said, that I make notes what I need to remember for the following year, or if there's anything that didn't work or did work well. And it is in my book that the bedroom tree lights broke while they weren't working, and to replace. I haven't actually put any lights on. I don't know whether I will. We didn't actually in the past put the lights on very often, I must admit. And another thing is, normally I get all the Christmas trees up in one day, but then by the time you get halfway through or 3/4 of the way through the trees, it's not as exciting and you rush it a little bit. So this time I thought I'd spread it over a bit longer, 2 to 3 days, to put my decor up. People are probably thinking now, hang on a minute, by the time you've got them up, it'll be time to take them down. But so far, not rushing it as much as I usually do. I wouldn't say I rush it, but getting all the trees up so the boxes can go up in the loft. I'm hoping to do most of the decor today. Again, I'm pacing myself so the boxes can go up in the loft tonight. This is tree number 3. This is on our breakfast bar in the kitchen. I've got a food stroke gingerbread theme here, and I'm using a biscuit tin that I got, I believe it might have been from Poundland last year, which I'm using to cover the base. And I've got my little gingerbread person there, and here is the tree. I've collected these bits and pieces over a few years, and as it's in the kitchen, I thought a gingerbread thing would be really good. And I love this saying, the perfect man. He's cute, he's sweet, and he doesn't get upset when you bite his head off. I did get that last year from Amazon. The only other bit that I've managed to get done today is my shelving in the dining room. I believe I'm just going to leave it plain like that. I do like the look of it. I haven't got the dining room tree up, so the boxes won't get up in the loft tonight. I still got a lot to get done, but I'm out, I think, most of tomorrow, so I will have to see how it goes tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Goodbye.